Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today we're unpacking Diverse Diplomacy, a really comprehensive look at the most crucial headlines for July 15th, 2026. I'm thrilled to be guiding you through all of this. We are analyzing a world that is in rapid motion right now, from high-stakes geopolitical conflicts and massive economic shifts, all the way to groundbreaking civic tech and global cultural events. Let's look at how all these moving parts connect.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our roadmap for today. We're going to hit national news, then international and war updates, economics and markets, science, tech, and environment, before wrapping things up with entertainment and global sports.
First up, Section 1, National News and Developments. We're tracking a genuinely alarming security breach today. Believe it or not, key files, including the actual blueprints for the Kudankulam nuclear power plant, which is literally India's largest, have been leaked right onto the dark web. The exposure of this highly sensitive data poses a massive risk to national infrastructure. It's a stark reminder of the escalating cyber vulnerabilities facing our critical physical assets today.
Now, while dealing with domestic security, India's international leverage is also a huge talking point. This quote from the Polish Deputy Foreign Minister highlights a pretty bold claim that Prime Minister Narendra Modi actively used India's long-standing relationship with Russia to dissuade Vladimir Putin from using tactical nuclear weapons in Ukraine back in late 2022. It really underscores this unique diplomatic position where New Delhi's historical ties provide a vital channel for global peacekeeping.
And that diplomatic tightrope brings us right into Section 2, International and War Updates.
Let's move to and see how this builds, because the US-Iran conflict in the Middle East is escalating fast. Since the war broke out on February 28th, with Iran effectively closing the Strait of Hormuz, we've seen immense pressure on global shipping. An initial US naval blockade in April was lifted for a 60-day negotiation pause. But, well, with talks totally stalled, the US military is officially resuming its blockade of Iranian ports today at 4 p.m. Eastern. And to add to the tension, President Trump is announcing a controversial 20% fee on cargo ships for security services.
Digging into the granular details of this escalation, the situation is getting incredibly intense. Overnight, the US military launched a third consecutive night of strikes, hitting an Iranian army barracks. This resulted in at least 7 Iranian troops killed and over 260 wounded. Notably, US Central Command deployed a sea drone in combat for the very first time here. In retaliation, Tehran is threatening to halt all energy exports from the region, while President Trump has explicitly warned that Iranian power plants and bridges could be targeted next week if negotiations don't resume.
And you know, the ripple effects of a conflict in the Strait of Hormuz, where literally a fifth of the world's energy trade passes, are truly global. African governments are now being forced to actively reassess their own energy security, defense partnerships, and economic priorities. These geopolitical shockwaves are creating sudden vulnerabilities, but they're also completely reshaping long-term alliance opportunities across the African continent.
Let's pivot now to Section 3, Economics and Market Trends.
Now, what's really interesting about this newly enacted India-UK Free Trade Agreement is the sheer scale of the tariff cuts. It's a massive shift. We're talking about the tariff on Scotch whiskey being instantly halved from 150% down to 75%. Processed food duties are dropping by 70%. And remarkably, tariffs on British automobiles and beauty products are dropping from 22% all the way down to 0. It's a fundamental restructuring of trade access between these two nations.
On the flip side, the global tech market is going through an absolutely brutal reality check today. We're seeing massive volatility and sell-offs across the board. Apple shares dropped 6% due to supplier cost concerns. The chip sector is getting hit especially hard over memory price fears. South Korea's SK Hynix is down 5%, and Intel fell nearly 4%. Plus, SoftBank took a hit following reports that OpenAI might actually delay its highly anticipated IPO to next year.
But amidst all that tech gloom, listen to this outlier: 120%. That is the massive year-over-year growth for Rocket Lab. This phenomenal surge comes right on the heels of the company securing new launch contracts for 2 separate NASA space missions. It just goes to show that aerospace and government-backed tech sectors are completely defying the broader market anxieties right now.
All right, let's head into Section 4, Science, Tech, and the Environment.
We've got a massive civic tech upgrade happening in Jaipur. They are entirely replacing traditional, fixed-time traffic lights across 253 major intersections with a new AI traffic system. It's brilliant, 24/7 AI cameras scan live vehicle queues. So if one road is empty and another is totally backed up, the system autonomously adjusts the green light times in real time. No human intervention needed. On top of that, it's catching around 450 traffic violations daily and logging them instantly.
So the crucial point here is the environmental payoff. By drastically reducing the time vehicles just sit idling at red lights, this AI system saved 2,535 kilograms of CO2 emissions during just a 39-day trial at a single major circle. That's 65 kilograms a day. It's absolute proof that smart infrastructure is a major weapon against urban pollution.
Zooming out to the bigger global climate picture, the data is actually surprisingly resilient. Despite some heavy political resistance to renewables in places like the US, analysts are projecting that global emissions have likely peaked. Clean tech, especially geothermal energy, is booming across the global south. And interestingly, a lot of companies are actually meeting or exceeding their climate targets. They're just keeping quiet about it to avoid political backlash.
Okay, time to shift gears completely. Welcome to Section 5, Entertainment News.
We've got a pretty striking contrast in release timelines today. For Bollywood fans, the highly anticipated suspense thriller Hayawan has officially locked in a release date of September 11th, 2026. On the other hand, Hollywood superhero fans are facing a major letdown, as director Matt Reeves' The Batman Part 2 has been officially delayed, pushed all the way back to 2028.
Focusing on Hayawan for a second, the buzz for this is off the charts because it reunites superstars Akshay Kumar and Saif Ali Khan after 17 long years. And what makes this especially fascinating is that Akshay Kumar is taking on a rare, intensely dark negative role. He actually revealed recently that he hesitated to take the part at first, but finally embraced it once he realized the film ultimately concludes with the defeat of his villainous character.
And finally, let's inject some adrenaline into the mix with Section 6, Global Sports.
And this brilliantly illustrates just how wild the 2026 North American FIFA World Cup has been. Looking at these knockout stage results, Spain edged out Portugal 1-0. England secured a thrilling 3-2 victory over Mexico. Argentina managed to slip past Egypt 3-2, and Belgium knocked out co-host USA with the decisive 4-1 victory. The competition on the pitch is absolutely fierce this year.
Now, while the World Cup is all about celebrating traditional sporting values, there's a radically different event preparing to launch in Las Vegas. The Enhanced Games is actively disrupting the sports world by officially allowing its participating athletes to use performance-enhancing drugs. No joke. It's a concept that turns decades of anti-doping regulations entirely on their head.
So here's a critical, ethical question to end our explainer today. Are the Enhanced Games just blatant, organized cheating? Or, by removing the secrecy, is it actually a transparent evolution of testing human biological limits? It's a wild debate that forces us to question the very nature of competition itself. Thank you so much for joining me today on The Explainer. Keep questioning the world around you, and I'll catch you next time.